Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you back for another DIY video I've put together for you for beautiful farmhouse DIYs. And we're going to get right into this. Okay, I had this board from a previous project, came from my stash, and if you all have been following me, you know that I like to use what I have, try to use it up as much as possible. I'm going in with some Waverly Antique wax. No, that's not wax. That's plaster. And I'm just giving it a light coat of, well, kind of a heavy coat, but I do want to leave some of the brown showing through some of the wood. And then I'm going to be going in with these Dollar Tree. They're like galvanized with little clips on them. I'm going in and I'm going to be placing 4 of them down. And I thought this board would be the perfect size for this project. And I'm just adding a generous amount of glue to the back, using my Sure Bonder. I got that from Indiana Jones. Okay, just going in there. And then I'm going to be placing it down right there, trying to keep it as even as possible. I should start using a ruler or something to keep myself straight, but you know, I just try to eyeball everything. And then I'm going to go in here, and I have this burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, I'm trying to use up some stuff in my stash because I promised my husband that I wouldn't buy any more until everything is used up. So you're probably going to see a lot of the same products used in you know, a lot of my projects because I have a lot to go through. And I'm just putting it down with some hot glue. And then I realized, well, you know, there's holes in it. So I had to go back in and add some more glue to the end. And then I will go in and tack it down in the back using hot glue. And then I repeat the same process along the bottom side. I love this burlap ribbon. Oh my goodness. They had like 5 kinds. And I picked up like 3 of each. Because I have to have extra because I am extra. Go along there. I mean, I think I've been wanting to make this project for a while, but okay, and here I just cut up some the jumbo, what are they? Tongue depressors or whatever. Oh my gosh. Jumbo popsicle sticks. I wrote list, appointments, receipts, and miscellaneous. And I was using my chalk paint marker from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to go in with some hot glue, and I'm going to glue 1 on the bottom of each one of these little galvanized picture clippy holder thingies. And I mean, this is good for me and my husband because, like, we're all over the place with different things, you know, our receipts and our appointments, and I don't want, like, everything stuck on my refrigerator all the time. So I figured this would help us. I think it turned out just adorable. And here it is, guys. The finished project. Perfect little place to hold receipts. And, you know, I was going to display them, and I thought, well, I'm not going to put my receipts with, you know, my information and stuff on here. for everybody to see, but you guys get the gist of it. Okay, on the next DIY, I just have this wood frame box thing. I am at a loss for words. Bear with me, guys. And I'm going in with this. It's sort of like burlap chevron ribbon that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going around here. I'm going to put some hot glue across the top. And I'll have to add a little bit more. And I think this turns out so cute. I love the chevrons on here. And I'm glue it down, and I will be going back in afterwards and trimming it off in the back so it'll look nice and neat. I repeat the same process on the bottom. And I love the color, you know, with the neutral color. I'm stuck in the neutral colors this year for some reason. I need to do me a couple colorful DIYs. Then I'm going in with this little windmill that came from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going in and adding some glue and just trying to get it as even as I can. And I will add some hot glue down across the bottom as well. Actually, the board this came on was picked up at Walmart. I think it was like $5 or something. And I knew it would be perfect for this project. And I'm going in with my Sola wood flowers. Oh my goodness. My husband picked them up today and he out of the box and he goes, "Sola wood flowers, I lift you up. Let's have a party." You know, instead of the red Solo cup. He's so funny sometimes. Then here I am looking at it to see if I need to add any more. And I do eventually go in and add a little white rose at the top. And see, I'm pulling some more over I was going to add, and I thought, no, that's good enough. Here's the finished project of my little windmill. And with the Sola wood flowers at the top, I will be an affiliate for Sola Woods here coming up very soon. Super excited about that. Right now, we're going to go into the next one. I have these two arrows that I got from, where else? The Dollar Tree. And I'm going in with the color of hazelnut, of all things. I don't use this color very often, but I thought it would be something different for this project. I sound like Kermit the Frog with these allergies. Oh, I'll be glad when, you know, it gets summer. They ease up a little bit then. Okay, I'll be going in and I'm going to do the front, back, sides, every piece of these. And I have seen this specific project on a few YouTube channels. Can't remember which ones because I watch a lot of videos in a day. And I've seen it on Pinterest. But I'm just going to add my own touch. And I'm going in with these two little boxes and painting them in the color of plaster, covering the top, sides, bottom. I don't do the inside because you won't be able to see it. And I will be painting the other one as well. I did want to get around the top edges though. Now I'm going to go in with the stencil from the Dollar Tree. Okay, I knew that it wasn't going to fit within, you know, the slats of these little wooden, of the crate. But that was okay. I didn't mind if it hung over a little bit. I mean, I think it turned out just fine. Now, you know, to give you my honest opinion on these specific stencils, I don't really care much for them. They were sliding everywhere. And I probably should have cut them apart before I tried to do this, but see, that turned out pretty. And we're going to go on. I'm going to try it again on the next one. And I end up doing it on both sides of both of the boxes. And I'm just pouncing up and down on it, trying my best not to get any bleeds. Just going around. No, I'm not going around. Going up and down on there. See? Turned out cute. Oh, here I am. Okay, I got those done. Now what I'm going to do, what I planned on doing, or what I did, is I stood the arrow up, added glue to the box, and then I attached it. And, you know, I wasn't keeping in mind that each one of these are a different size. Like, you might find 3 that's the same size, and then 2 that's off. And then, you know, if you get lucky, you can match them all up. But this specific day, I was not that lucky. But I worked with it and worked with it and got it as even as I possibly could. And you can see here, that's a pretty good angle right there, guys. Okay, you can see when I put it in there that I'm realizing, uh-oh, we might have a little problem. But, you know, you just have to stay with it and keep pressing on. And it eventually works out. Just like anything else in life. You know, you go through things, and here I am getting off on my little bit of counseling, which, no, it's like anything else in life you go through. You may not get it right first couple tries, but you just stay persistent. And I have this saying that you never know until you try. That goes for anything in life. And I feel better now that I shared that with you. You know, I like to throw a little bit of stuff in here on my videos every now and then. Something to try to encourage people and brighten people's day. And you can see me struggling here. But I'm telling you guys, it worked out. And then here pretty soon I thought, well, I need something to hold this down. So I just reach over and grab the big old bottle of paint, chalk paint, and that wasn't getting it. But I was determined. Your girl here, man, I had my sights on this one. I had a lot of hot glue that was oozing out of the sides of this that I had to clean up. And I went in and I added some solo wood flowers, which I didn't get that part recorded. Here it is. And it's beautiful. And for some reason, the camera was sped up too fast. So that's why it's going really fast on this segment. But you got to see it, so. Okay, so here we go. I have one of those bicycle wheel wreath forms from the Dollar Tree. And of course, I'm going in with solo wood flowers, and I'm going to be placing them along the side. Now I speeded this video up here so you wouldn't have to sit and watch every little detail, but it was hard to get it glued down to the little metal part without it getting stuck to my board that I use to craft on. I just kept getting it stuck and I kept having to pull off the glue gun strings. Oh, the struggle is real. But see, you know, I don't care to struggle a little bit with my DIYs because I like them in the end, and I'm smiling when it's finished, and I feel accomplished, and that's the main thing. You just put your best foot forward and you go with it. What you like, you know, and you just hope that everyone else likes it too. And I thought, no, I decided not to use those white flowers. That was just a little bit much. So you can see I pulled my whole box of solo wood flowers over there. I got several because I wait until they go on clearance. And man, I'm telling you, sometimes 60% off, 70% off, you cannot go wrong. And I just love this pale pink one. And I had to just put that one down in there as well. And I end up adding a chevron bow to the top. I didn't get that part filmed either for some reason. Let's see, am I going to add that one? Am I not? I'm always picking it up, looking at it to see. Okay, I'm going to add that one. Guys, aren't those flowers just so stinking cute? Oh my goodness. Like, I tell my husband, I'm like, they are like every crafter's dream. You know, you don't have to mess with stems. And you can reuse them. Because they'll pop right off there, you know, if you don't use a whole lot of glue. And I want you to tell me, you know, when you see this finished project, if you would have used a different color of ribbon at the top. And here's the finished project. I think it's gorgeous. But let me know in the comments if you would have used, you know, a different kind of ribbon. I love to hear what everyone has to say. And I ask you all, if you like my content and my videos, that you hit that subscribe button, the like button, and that post notification bell. That's going to keep you informed any and every time that I do upload a video. I thank you all so much for stopping by, and I pray that you have a wonderful, blessed, safe, and prosperous weekend. Thanks again, guys. Bye.